Good morning, everybody. It is June 1st, 2020, and welcome back to Laura's Creations. I'm Laura, and these are videos that I comprise that I find to be of interest to me. And today's video is going to be a book review. Sorry, my cat's playing soccer. 1 minute. Much better. So, hi. So I'm also talking rather quietly because my parents are sleeping in the next room. It's like 5 in the morning. So let's get right down to it. I'm going to be reviewing Alison Weir's new book, Catherine Howard, The Scandalous Queen. And I first want to say that because of the coronavirus pandemic, um, I have to, as many people do now, they have to get books from Amazon or Barnes and Noble. In which case, I actually got this book. I ordered it online and I selected the pick up in store option. So all that had to happen was my dad drove up to the store and they put the book in a crate. And, obviously you pay for it over the phone. And they leave it out for you and they see that you take it, put it in your car, and you'll be on your way. So that's not how ideally I like to get my books. I like to get my books through the library. It's the most cheapest way of getting anything to read. As many of you know, I'm an avid reader, and I'm also a historical fiction reader. So I'm actually kind of weird about that because I will only read specific time periods. I'm not like I'll read anything. Like some people read any genre or any time period if they like historical fiction. I'm really specifically drawn to the 15th century, the Middle Ages, and the 18th century in Europe, like the Marie Antoinette type of time period. So, yeah. So the first thing I noticed is that this book is rather small. It's very thin. And I actually have not finished this book yet, but I'm halfway through it. And I was really shocked. Like, I waited months and months and months and months for this book to come out. And that was the first thing I noticed. So I'm like, okay. Her other book that I have here, Jane Seymour, was actually a lot thicker than this one. So I'm not sure why. Maybe Alison Weir couldn't find enough historical background of her, or she didn't have enough to say. I have absolutely no idea. So the first thing I want to say about this book is that I actually read a teen book, a YA book called The King's Rose by Alyssa Libby. I'll put the picture in the video. I hope it shows, but or I'll link it in the description box below. I actually found that to be more interesting than this book. I found it, like, even though it was a book for teens and I'm in my 20s, I actually found it more appealing and entertaining than this book. Now, my first reason being is that I'm not too familiar with Catherine Howard herself, the Queen. I know that she was much, much younger than Henry VIII. She had a certain secret. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, or you have to be a historian to have researched it, but she did something, I think, that Henry VIII didn't like, therefore he beheaded her or something. So, see, the book, The King's Rose, just depicts Catherine getting a boyfriend before she ever meets Henry VIII, and they fall in love, and they don't think they can be together, so she's sent off to court, and, um, yeah, so she's sent off to court, and she marries Henry VIII. And then she can't give him an heir, she can't give him a son. Um, so, but she did love him. The book shows that she did love him. So, for this book in particular, my first qualm is that I don't know if this is historically accurate, but it may have been, but it just didn't appeal to me. Alison Weir made Catherine to be rather promiscuous. I know in the beginning she was, these are spoilers, by the way, in case you haven't read it. I would say exit the video now because I'm about to say certain things that spoil the plot. So, her mother dies, her father remarries, and she's sent off to live with her grandmother, the Duchess